All right, welcome new coaches to the Diesel Core September 2020. Oh my God, September new coach call coffee date. I personally don't drink coffee, but if you do, sip on it, enjoy. This is going to be very action based. Me and my co-host Jackie Worley. By the way, my name is Michelle Perella. I did not introduce myself. I am actually the founder of Team Heart of Heroes. I have been a coach for over 4 years now. And I'm really excited to bring the heat, give you guys some actionable steps that you can actually do this week. I really want everyone to take what we learn here and put it into action because I want you guys to have some early wins by the end of this next upcoming week. And just to give you a quick little backstory, like I mentioned, I've been a coach for over 4 years. I started my health and fitness journey when I was about 31. I was a very, very tired mom of 3. I am now a mom of 4 girls. I am a wife to my firefighter husband, Ness. And I just retired myself. I was a pediatric nurse. I just retired myself this year, as a matter of fact, because of this opportunity. And 2020 threw us all for a loop. And I feel so blessed that I was able to grow. Please mute yourself when you come on in. I think we got everybody muted. Okay. I felt very blessed to be able to be introduced to Beachbody all those years ago because it literally saved me this year when I thought I had the most secure job of anybody almost right now, right? With all this craziness that's going on in 2020. So again, my goal for you today is to walk away with a plan, right? And to have some action steps and to carry it out and get those early wins and grow your business confidence this week. Honestly, the only 2 major things I really want you to understand walking away today, and if you get paralyzed, if you feel paralyzed with anything else, I want you to remember 2 things, right? What you need to do this week. You need to announce what the heck you are doing with your life right now. Because if you are here this morning at 9 a.m. on a Saturday, it is no freaking mistake that something is happening in your life. Something is changing in your life. And I don't want you to get paralyzed about it, right? You're passionate about what's going on in your life and you need to share that, right? I felt like when I had this transformation, not just external, but internal, I was so excited that I needed to share it with the world. So you need to share if you haven't already, and I'm going to show you how to do that and announce what you're doing with your life, right? To live better, live healthy, right? And number 2, I sat and I thought, what does a brand new coach really need to do other than announce to the world what they're doing? They need to learn how to have a conversation with someone when they're asked, okay, what are you doing? I want to join you, right? Most coaches are like, oh my God, what do I do now? What do I say, right? And I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to guide you how to have those brand new conversations. So again, you can get those early wins and those conversations don't fall flat. They don't fall stale and you can grow some confidence. And, I just also have to tell you one last thing before we jump into this. Whatever your goals are right now. So like when I first became a coach, my first goal was to pay for my Shakeology, pay for, my personal investment and make some new friends, right? Because I was also in a place where I needed girlfriends. I was really excited about this positive community. And those were my goals when I first started. I really honestly didn't think I was going to make a full-time business or income. I thought it was nice, like Monica was doing it, but I didn't think or necessarily know if that was for me. So wherever your goals are right now, if you just are a discount coach and you just kind of like are intrigued about what we do, about maybe helping a friend or 2, that's fine. Whatever your goals are, just know wherever you are in life, you are supported, and it is it's okay to be a beginner. Embrace being a beginner. But I will tell you this. Don't discredit ever the fact that your personal journey, your health journey can provide for your family. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see if I open this up. Can I? All right, perfect. I can still see y'all. All right, so we're just gonna jump right into your business fundamentals. When you think about growing a business, right? Think about the when somebody is going to build a building, right? Like it has to have a foundation, and every foundation has to have a support system. So think of your business held up by 4 pillars, right? The number one pillar is you and your results, and how important your personal journey and your personal growth is. You can never, to find success in this business, it all starts with you. You cannot stop working on you. Are you gonna have ups and downs? Is life gonna happen and throw you for a loop? Abso-freaking-lutely. But you lean into your team, lean into the support when you feel like if you might ever get a little lost. But just know that I know that when I've had dips in my business, I stop and I look at what's going on with my personal journey, and I'm like, I know where I'm lacking. I know if I've, haven't been on doing my workouts. When you work out, you get inspired, right? With workouts, you get all the juices flowing, right? When you stop doing those things, when you stop taking care of yourself, then it's going to make you fall stale, right? With what you're able to share and give off, because this business relies on your testimony. It relies on your conviction about what is going on inside of you to relay that emotion and transfer it to the next person and inspire them. And don't wait to share. Think of if you're like, oh, I'm just gonna wait till I finish this program to talk about what I'm doing, and then show people results, right? So they, think that I'm credible. No, that is like the opposite thing of what you should be doing. Think of your journey as a movie, right? Think of The Notebook. Has anyone seen The Notebook? Can you imagine if you saw like the first 5 or 10 minutes of The Notebook, skip to the end of that movie and watch the end, and you're like, oh, okay, like I have no idea what happened. I have no emotional ties to this movie. Like you don't quite get it. And you miss the emotion. You miss when you don't your journey. You miss. Hey guys, whenever you're coming in, just mute yourself for me. Thank you. So think of your journey that way. If you don't share that you are not perfect, because none of us are perfect, if you share that you have struggled, if you share your wins, and you share that you are showing people how you are getting to where you're going to be, you're going to convey and transfer that emotion of what's going on in your life, so you can inspire someone to start taking action in their own life. And your why is that you have to determine that internal or personal reason for wanting more for not just yourself, but for your family. And your why, it can change, right? The reason why you're doing this, it can change. And if you're not quite sure, like, or have grasped a hold of that right now, it's okay. Focus on what matters most right now. If just getting healthy and fit and worrying about like you getting yourself together is your main goal right now, that's fine. I promise, as you start to evolve, your why is going to evolve. Embrace it. And your goals matter. You have to set goals, because if you don't set goals, you don't know like how to get to where you're going. You can't put a plan in place to get to where you're going. You have to have some sort of North Star. If that North Star, like I said, is just to earn your investment back, focus on that right now. When you cross that bridge, what's your next star? To make $100 to buy diapers and wipies, that's fine too. To pay for your child, my girls play volleyball. Like that shit is expensive, right? Like if you have an extracurricular you want to help out with, start setting these goals. And as you grow, they're going to evolve, and you just keep hitting one milestone after another, but never stop setting goals for yourself. And your personal development matters. Your personal development is you working on your mindset, right? And you working on your mindset, just like we're gonna work on our nutrition and our fitness, right? You working on your mindset is is going to be directly tied to your income growth, because this business gets hard. Like anything worth having in life gets hard. And if you don't work on your mindset to learn how to deal with stuff when it happens, because life will happen not to you, it's going to happen for you. And you got to learn how to handle, right? And how to work through that. And personal development matters. And you need to establish your need. Like if you're a hot freaking mess, like with your schedule, like I was when online school started, you need find a book about how to get organized, right? If you're suffer with anxiety, like figure out a book that's going to help you with that. And so you just got to establish your need. We can make tons of recommendations, post it in our if you're in a messenger thread with your team or in the team page, if you need recommendations, but you need to tap into your belief, right? Because like I said, this is going to get hard and you're going to doubt yourself. Preparing for this call, like this is my first time I'm ever hosting this call. I had to tap deep into my belief power because I have doubts whether I can bring to you everything that was in my mind, right? I had so many things in my mind telling me, no, maybe you're not good enough to do this yet. And I had to tap into that. So you're gonna face those struggles, and you have to tap into your belief. And you do that through personal development, whether it's podcast, audio. If you're a brand new coach and like, I don't have time to read, I can't tell you how many times on the way to work, on the way to picking up the kids from school, I would put on my audio book in the car, and I would just let it all, soak it all in and soak it all in. All right, so let's go back to basics really quick. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this, and I'm gonna give you some homework today, right? I wanna put you, or send you on a little scavenger hunt, because if you have not dug into your back office, it is like the basic thing that you need to do. It's just like when you get your challenge pack, you open it up and you figure out what's inside. I'll never forget my first challenge pack. This is when we had DVDs. I opened it up, I had my 21-day fixed meal plan like in a book. I read the damn meal plan to figure out, right, like what it is that I need to do and navigate my way through this new thing in my life. Same way with your business. Open up your Coach Online office, coach.teambeachbody.com. Check out breaking news. Click on Monitor My Business today if you haven't done this already, and set up your direct deposit. Because when you help that person this week, I want you to help at least one person this week, I want you to get paid next Thursday. That's our payday, right? And you are gonna be like, where's my money if you don't set up your EFT? Set up your direct deposit. You can find it in Monitor My Business tab in your Coach Online office. Start clicking. I want you to find earnings and commissions. Every Thursday, we get a report of how much money is gonna be directly deposited into our bank the following Thursday, right? Start looking at what you're producing and go from there. Keep track of what you're earning and who you're helping. Your sponsorship drill down. This is where you're going to be tracking the coaches that you sponsor to your team. There's a lot of ways to view your team, but sponsorship drill down is the ideal place that it's not that confusing to see who you're actually bringing in personally to your team. And preferred placement is something else I want you to check out. We're going to talk later in this call about how to hit your first promotion, or what we call rank advancement to Emerald. And we work on a binary system, your left leg and your right leg. You're going to sponsor your first 2 coaches to become an Emerald coach. And preferred placement is what is going to, and your coach also can help you with this, is going to help you place a coach on your right leg and a coach on your left leg. So that way you can hit diamond and wake up Thursday. I'm sorry, not diamond. We want you to hit diamond, but wake up Thursday as an Emerald coach if you haven't done so yet. And check out customer orders. When you have customers ordering things, you can track the customers and what they're ordering and when they're ordering it. And also subscriptions. Check those out, because if you do already have customers and coaches ordering things, you can see what they've when their next order is going out. You can see if they've postponed. You can see if they've canceled. So dive into that. And under the Grow My Business tab, something that is super crucial for you to do is set up your website because when you're having these conversations with people to help them get started, you're going to be sharing tools, right, that Beachbody has provided us. and you're going to send a sizzler video of, right, like muscle burns fat. And when you send it to them, you want them to know it's coming from you. So you're going to send it straight from your office. And if you don't have your website set up with that, the very minimum of a picture of you, it's just going to be like this little gray like box, right? So make it look professional. Don't put too much time and effort into this, but at least set aside, 10 minutes of your time and set up your website with a picture. And share a cart. Today, I want you, you can get to share a cart either from the Coach Online office, there's a tab in there, or you can go to share, I can't even think of the link right now off the top of my head. Put it in the chat if, Jackie, if you could help me out, that'd be great. It's like share a cart at, I don't know, teambeachbody.com or whatever, but you can get to it from your Coach Online office. Today, I want you to just do send a sample share a cart to a friend or family or spouse, and just start practicing. And there, you can YouTube a 2-minute video on how to send a share a cart. So that's your homework for today. So let's dive in to launching your business, right? I thought about what I want to give you, like action step each day over the next like 5 to 6 days. So today is day 1. Today, I want you can do it right now while you're on this call and do a selfie, or if you have a picture in mind, but snap a pic and announce today what you are doing. If you don't do this, no wheels are going to be set in motion. And I want you to post and take a picture in the gray box. If you don't know what to say, use this, right? Don't make it complicated. Just use what I'm giving you. Don't overthink it. Snap your pic. It doesn't have to be a transformation. It doesn't have to be a sweaty selfie. It could just be you in your element, whatever you want. It's short, sweet, be excited, and just get straight to the point. I am doing this. I am doing it with an accountability group. It's very motivating, and it never hurts to have the extra support. If you want to do it with me, send me a message, right? When you put that out there, right? And people are going to understand, okay, she's doing something and I can do it with her too, right? And then another piece of homework I want you to do between today and tomorrow. My internet is trying to scroll here. Is make a list. Make a list of, at the very minimum, 20 people in your life right now. It could be coworkers, friends, family. We call this your warm market. Make a list of all the people you can think of that would benefit from having a healthy lifestyle change. And again, send them a message, say, hey, this is what I've been doing. I thought of you. Are you interested in doing it with me too? And you start those conversations with the people that already know you, they trust you, you're credible already with them, right? This is where we start. This is not where your business will look like in a year from now, but this is where you are going to start. All right, next. So you post this, right? You send these messages. What's going to happen next, right? People are going to start asking you, okay, well, tell me a little bit more about what you are doing. I need some information, right? The first thing that someone's going to, say to you is, give me some details about what you're doing. Or they're going to say, oh, I want to do what you're doing. How much does it cost? Okay, pump the brakes. We don't give anybody the cost of what we do, because we do, but not at the beginning. We don't give them the cost because we need to show them the value of what we have to offer, and the value of what we are doing in our life can change, and changing what we're doing to change our life can also change their life. And if you don't show somebody the value of what we have, they're not going to know what they're paying for, and it's going to mean nothing to them. So first thing, when someone asks you what you're doing, or tell me more about it, don't give them the cost, and don't vomit Beachbody all over them. Keep it short, keep it sweet. And again, I have something here that you can snap a pic, and you can turn this into your own language, however you want it, but just give them the rough idea. Like, I'm doing this virtual accountability group. I have a nutrition plan, a fitness plan, and I'm gonna, join this group that's gonna cheer me on. And, do you think that you would benefit from that too? And something I want you to remember when you start having these conversations is it's going to be hard at first to do this. And it's still hard to this day, but you learn to get better at it. Remove your emotions or any expectations from these conversations, because someone you might talk to today might ghost you and you might not hear from them for 6 months or a year from now. So don't take it personal. It's not about you. If someone ghosts you, someone ignores you, someone even tells you, no, I'm not interested, it's a no to them. It's not a no to you as a person, right? It's not a no to you that what you're doing is not cool, right? Or not gonna work for them. It's just that it's just not for them maybe right at this moment. So it's always a seed planted, but make a commitment to your personal journey and to the start and growth of your business, that when they are ready, because you're planting a seed with them, that when they do come next month or 6 months or a year or 2 years, like Jackie, you are still here. Make that commitment to yourself that you're still here when they come back. And then something you can say to them if they do ask about the cost is, I'm gonna, get you all that info soon, but at first I really need your help. And this is where we get into your 3-step process of how to have a conversation. Don't overcomplicate this. I repeat, don't overcomplicate this. Don't vomit Beachbody all over them. Step 1, you need to find out what is motivating this person to even join you in the first place. What intrigued them to say, hey, I saw your post the other day. Can you tell me more about it? Chances are somebody is going to have something to say about why they reached out, right? They are struggling with energy. They're struggling with wanting to, fit back, get healthy, get fit. They're struggling with a health problem. They just want to fit in their pre-pregnancy gene. Whatever it is, you need to find out why. And this might sound a little, I don't even want to say harsh, but you need to find out their pain, what is paining them right now, so that you can figure out how to relay the value of what we have to offer, because you all know we have the total solution. How are you going to convey that to them? And you need to know what's going on in their life, to be able to relay that information. So you need to ask them a couple questions. You either ask them like, what motivated you to reach out, or, show excitement too. I'm really excited to possibly work together. What are your goals? Like, what is your fitness level right now? Because some are beginners, some are advanced, right? That'll help you know what program might be right for them, and what is their biggest struggle. And then some people are gonna tell you their life story, and that's awesome, right? Some people are gonna give you short, sweet answers. That's okay too. However they answer, I want you to realize you have to make this personal when you respond. You have to comment about what they said. Let's say they just had a baby, right? And, give them congratulations on their new addition in their family. Like, make sure that you are responding and listening to what they know, that you've listened to what they've said. Then empower them, relate to them through your personal journey. You don't have to throw your whole story at them, but find a snippet of what they've told you and relate to them. I remember when I felt like that after having my daughter last year. I was so tired all the time, right? And then empower them again. And again, in the gray box is a little quick snippet of something you can snap a picture of to give you an idea how you can respond when somebody tells you why they're motivated what's motivating them to reach out to you. Step 1, right? Find what's going on in their life. Step 2, if my internet would let me scroll. All right. So once you empower and relate to them, step 2, simple. You don't explain the whole program like I did. I would send these huge copy and pasted explanations of in the Coach Online office about 21-day fix, right? Like, it was ridiculous. Don't do that. And we all make, it's not mistakes. We all are gonna do things in our business. They're never mistakes. It's never a bad experience. Learning experience. So keep that in mind. Hey guys, if you're just coming in, mute yourself for me. Thank you. So, I'm getting feedback. All right, that was me. All right, so the next thing, step 2, just let them know that you're gonna share a super quick video to help give perspective. This is where you go into your back office and you pick one of those Sizzler videos and you share them and give them perspective about a program. And if you don't hear from them right away, don't think that they're not interested. Don't start making all these assumptions in your head. I just simply want you to follow up with them the next day. Hey, did you get to watch the video, right? People are busy. Don't take it personal. I know I have so many things going on in my life. I need someone to follow up with me to help me like keep my priorities in order a lot of the time. So always keep that in mind. And with a question too, I always like to, when I share the Sizzler video, I actually really like to ask people, like, if it's okay with you, to even send this, like, when can you commit to watching it? Because then they have to stop and think, all right, I swear I've told people, hey, I got this 2-minute video on a Monday, and they're like, yeah, I can watch it Friday. I'm like, okay, I'll check in with you Friday. And it's a 2-minute video. Hey, it is what it is. It's on their time, right? So get their commitment to watching it and be professional and follow up. And when you do check in with them, ask them what they like best, right, about the video. And there's also another snippet that you can take a picture of in the gray box of how you can respond. And one last thing I must say is, when whatever they shared with you that they like best, or if you reply back, like, if they said, yeah, I got to watch it, and you can say either, what did you like best, or isn't it great, right? Then I want you to talk to them about getting their commitment to go all in. When you start to talk and use language like going all in, this starts putting people in the mindset, like, I don't just have to press play to workouts. I actually have to drink Shakeology. I have to, follow the meal plan. Like, I have to really do the thing, right? Because we all know that that's what is going to help people get results. And I want you to share that with them. I want that. Don't be scared, because guess what? If they're not ready to go all in, you want to know that also from right now. And that's going to help you maybe put them on a different list, put them on a list to follow up next month. Be okay with that, right? And then step 3. Once you've gotten a commitment, this is where you share an image of whatever challenge packs you want, to offer them, right? Whatever program it is. Like, if you want to offer the mega, the deluxe, and the base challenge packs, we have images, that you can find in the team pages, or you can just simply Google in your coach on Google, or go to your Coach Online office and send the packages that are available. This is where you do share the price with them, so that they understand what their financial commitment is. But remember, you've now shown them the value of why this total solution in a challenge pack is how it's going to help them, right? And something that you might encounter in this step, in step 3, is objections. If you're getting objections, you're doing it right. Embrace them. We all get objections. I still get objections today. Just know that as time goes on, you grow in your own journey. Remember, you are the foundation of your business. If you're not growing in your own journey, you're not going to get good at objections. So remember that. And a lot of just a common objection here is like price, right? And this is where you stop and you relate to them again. Me personally, I tell people all the time, I remember when I was making that decision to commit to my challenge pack. And I remember thinking where my life was at the time. We had just bought a house. I had lost income at the time from going part-time as a nurse. I was a full-time nurse. I went part-time, and we had a 3rd baby. Like, I had no business. We were at Home Depot spending money all the time. My credit cards were racking up. Like, I had no business spending any more money, but I knew that I needed this. I was tired. I was not happy with my day-to-day life. And I share that with people so that they understand that the way they're feeling is not alone. I can relate to them, and you can empower them again, even in this step. And there's going to be tons of objections. Reach out to your team, your coach, to help you get better objections. There's scripts. And again, use scripts with a grain of salt. Use these scripts that I'm giving you with a grain of salt. Make them sound like you, right? And there's tons of them out there. And don't be shy to ask help when it comes to objections. As a matter of fact, if your coaches, if you are here with your new coaches today, don't be mad at me, but I literally want you to hold your new coach's hand for the first 30 days, right? Nobody, when they start this business, knows what to do, right? We don't want our coaches to be paralyzed. We want to help you guys see early wins. But know this, to the new coaches, This is your business. You have to take ownership of it. You're going to have to make decisions and do things, and they might not work out. And you have to learn, right? Everything is a learning experience. You have to learn by doing. Your coach isn't going to be there to always check your posts, right? Or to make sure the image looks good. I really don't want you to even be asking your coaches those kinds of things, but things like, hey, I've got, this, somebody that wants to join us, but they have this objection, what would you say? Stuff like that, right? We are here to link arms and help each other grow our businesses. So don't be shy to ask for help. All right, so that's just day 2, having a conversation after you've posted your announcement pic. Day 3, I want you to start doing some scenes behind the work. I'm going to challenge you this week on day 3. So what is that? Monday, right? Today's Saturday. Do some behind the scenes work, right? I want to challenge you to an IG story. Talk in your IG story, right? If you did a workout on Monday, you guys, if you're nervous to do this, trust me, I can't tell you how many stories I record. The great thing about IG stories is it's not live. This is how I started growing my confidence, right? To be able to talk to people is doing an IG story. And if it didn't come out that way I wanted, I erased it and I did it again. Simple. It's easy. But if you don't start doing it and don't start getting uncomfortable, then you're never going to get good at it. So I want to challenge you to talk into the camera through an IG story. It can be something as simple as if you just did a workout, talk about what you liked about your workout, or talk about what you like about having Beachbody on demand. If you're drinking Energize, talk about what the Energize is. If you can post all the Energize dance videos in the world, but if nobody knows what it is that you're drinking or what system it is that you're using to do your workouts, they're going to think, well, that's great for her. She looks like she's having fun. Next, right? So I challenge you to do a 15-second clip and talk into the camera on Monday. Also, on day 3, I want you to if you're flipping through some stories, pick 5 people that you feel like you can relate to, you feel like you have something in common with, and genuinely comment on their stories. And the same thing on 5 new people's posts, not the same people in the stories. Pick another 5 new people and that you feel like you have connected with them through something on their posts, and comment on it and try to, not just say so cute or beautiful. Genuinely, if I see Jackie and her family sliding down this water slide, oh my God, that looks so much fun. What water, where did you go to do that? Maybe I want to visit there next week with my family, right? And on day 3, post something about lifestyle. You don't have to follow this day 1, day 2, day 3, but if you're again, I just need to know what to do, tell me what to do, Michelle, just follow this, right? And on day 4, I want you to add a little value to your Instagram. And there's a sample here as well. You can either share a recipe that you really liked. You can share a parent hack, like Jackie shared here, her Benko boxes for her kids. Nothing to do with Beachbody, either one of these. I want you to, start thinking that you have a life. Yes, Beachbody is, what you, the community that you use to get healthy and fit, but you also, there's other things to your life. And I want you to start getting it in the, putting the wheels in motion to start sharing that part of your life as well. And then on day 5, where everyone is like, oh my God. Okay, first of all, when you tell your story or you tell a story, don't overcomplicate it. Again, there's 3 parts to this also. When you tell a story, you want to just describe what your life was like before the thing, right? Whatever it is that you're talking about, what you did to change the thing in your life or someone else, if you're telling someone else's story, and what your life is like now. Super simple. And here's an example. And something I want to, this is a post about my, most recent postpartum journey and my first program that I did after having my 4th daughter. And this was the 6 weeks of the work, I believe. And I simply just said my fears, my doubts, where I was, right? When I was postpartum, what I did, right? The challenges I had, and how did I feel after I, kept the promise to myself, right? So your story is really powerful, and you have to start sharing either your I want you to start sharing your transformation or someone else's transformation at least once a week. Get in the habit of that. And okay. If you, we have tons of transformations in the Diesel Core. I don't know if Diesel Core has, but definitely Diesel Nation has transformations for you to borrow. Ask your teammates. We have tons. Don't be shy if you're not quite sure or comfortable yet sharing your own. And another thing that I want to really emphasize is that when you tell your story throughout your, coaching journey, it's not just about your health and fitness. There is more to your life than just right now with your Beachbody journey. And you want to convey, or you want people to understand that they can connect with you, because it's a relationship-based business, not just really, we're relational based, not transactional based, right? And when you look at it from that perspective, you start building relationships with people, because eventually the warm market is going to fizzle out, and you are going to use your social media and also what you're doing in your personal life, work, or, with new friends you make, you are going to convey that, oh God, I lost my train of thought. But I don't know, Jackie, help me out. I lost my train of thought.
You're gonna convey what you've been doing this whole time to them, right? I mean, like, this is your journey. This is what you've been doing. You're doing great, Michelle. Yeah.
Okay. So not just about so for an example, right? Like, I talk about how I was a single mom of 2 girls by the age of 23. I married my husband, and then we had 2 more kids. Like, I went through a really rocky relationship that led me to find God. Like, there's so many parts to your story, and don't ever think you have to tell the whole story at once. Your health and fitness journey, you have to that's the word I was looking for, breadcrumbing your story, right? Little snippets of your story, whether it's health and fitness. You're not going to share your whole health and fitness journey. You're going to give a breadcrumb, a little piece of the physical transformation. And then the next time it's going to be a little piece of the emotional transformation and the mindset transformation. You're going to breadcrumb your story, right? That's your health and fitness. And same thing with your story about what you've been through in the past of your life, right? You're going to use, I got to tell you, if you've been through some stuff in life, it has not gone in for vain. Whatever you struggle with in life, God is going to use you to help people and to connect with people to transform their life, not just with your health and fitness, but whatever you've been through in the past. And you don't have to tell everybody all the deep, dark secrets, right? But this is going to help you connect with people so that you can start building trust with people. So that way, when they start to see that you're doing XYZ for your health and fitness, they're going to start building, you're going to start building credibility and trust with new people and a connection with people, right? And next, day 6. All right. So a lot of new coaches are like, oh my God, I suck at social media. I'm going to give you some quick tips for things that you can do this week. You don't have to do this complete overhaul. Please don't open up a new Instagram. Use your current Instagram because, like I showed you already, you want to share all the parts of your life so that people can relate to you and connect to you. So first things first, don't post your Beachbody link and avoid stock photos, right? They don't really add, they don't tell a story. They don't add value. Every time I see a stock photo, I'm like, next. I don't know how that's going to help me. Next, right? So the first thing that you can do is make sure that your profile, your wall, is public and on a business page. You get a lot of benefits from having a business page. And I won't get into all the details about it right now, but you can check your demographics and like the people that follow you, and you could see like what people do with your posts and which posts were effective and all that kind of stuff. So having a business page, and there might be somebody on here that's like, well, I can't go business right now because of something going on in my personal life. that's okay too. You can still start growing your following. I'm not going to get into that, and start connecting with people on a private, but I really do encourage you. There's so many more benefits to growing your business when you have it public and on business. Your screen name and handle. Please don't have hot mama, cutie with a booty. Make it descriptive to you. There are some coaches, like me personally, mine is actually Meech underscore the Fitner. So it is not completely traditional, like my first and last name. It's something that I did a long time ago. And I guess I kind of like branded myself in a way. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to. Just make sure that it's identifiable to you and people know who you are, and that your photo is a clear photo or headshot of you. If it is a family photo, I mean, that's okay, because someone can depict like who the mom is. But I really encourage you to have like a bright picture in your of like you, so people can actually see who you are. I can't tell you how many feeds I've been like, who am I talking to here? Like, I have no idea who I'm actually talking to. So keep that in mind. Another thing is the followers to following ratio. You don't want your following ratio ever larger than your followers. If that's something that you do have right now, don't stress it. Just little by little, every day you can, maybe look at 10 people that you follow. And if they're not like somebody you feel like you're connecting with anymore, just unfollow them, and just, you can do that little by little. And then your bio, you don't have to, write a book here either. Just make sure that it's descriptive to you and clearly depicts who you serve. Some people have that part, some people don't. I didn't always have, my bio is for a long time descriptive of me and a lot of the things in my life. More recently in the last year, I do have a couple things that describe me, but I also really, this year decided to also put who I serve in my bio. So if someone comes to my page, they know like what I do, right? It's like, oh, great, she's a mom, she's this, she's that, but like, what does she do? Like, they don't understand what I do. So that is something else you can do in your bio. And then your feed, again, you don't have to go erase everything and revamp it. Just start getting in the habit of when the pictures that you're gonna post, make sure they're welcoming, they're bright and welcoming. If you like look at this feed on the right hand side, like you could see like it's just not very welcoming, you see a lot of stock photos. You don't really see, I don't see the person that's selling this, what they're selling. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? It doesn't tell me a lot about this person, right? So keep that in mind with your posts. And in your IG stories, just start sharing your routine, what you do for the day. Try to avoid monotony. Try to avoid like the same kind of video every single day. Think about the different things. There's so much that we do. You can provide a snippet of what we do every single day, what you do in your regular lifestyle every single day. And something that I want to start challenging you to do daily, this is something you can do every day, is a call to action in your stories. You can post the workout or the sweaty selfie over and over and over again, but if you don't use your stories to make sure people know that, hey, I did this, but you can do it too, they're just going to keep thinking that's great for her. Next. All right, I'm gonna be, oh, yay, Jackie, 42 minutes, I did it. I'm gonna take this over to Jackie, and forgive me because my thing is delayed. All right, Jackie, all yours.
Can you hear me? Awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle. Hi, everybody. I am Jackie Worley. I am one of Michelle's personally sponsored coaches. Like she said, I joined her about 2.5 years after she started. And don't get me wrong, I watched her the whole time. I watched her, because you have to understand, like Michelle reiterated to you many times, you need to be breadcrumbing this and announcing that you're doing this from the get-go. misconception that we all start sharing our story after we get the transformation photo and our lives are perfect and everything is great. That is completely false. You are missing a really, really good opportunity to tell your story, to help people understand who you are, that this is not easy for you either, that you are choosing to make this part of your life. I also want to say, like, don't get overwhelmed by everything that you're being told here today. I know it's a lot of information, but you don't have to learn it all in one day. This is a resource for you to use over and over and over again. You can literally redo this exact 7-day routine, so to speak, over and over and over again, and you're going to see results in your business. This is just going to give you a really nice foundation on how to get started. And if you're interested in doing some more in-depth training and kind of hand-holding, we do no snooze crews after hour power hours every single day, and those are posted in the Diesel Core boardroom. So important. If you can do that at least once a week, you are going to see success in your business. Just a little background on me. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2. I am a teacher by trade. I have a master's degree in music education, and yet I am choosing to be a Beachbody coach, and that is because I see such an amazing value in these programs. There is a huge parallel between your personal fitness journey and your business as a coach. We struggle in our personal fitness journey. We don't always want to do it every single day, but we learn to become disciplined, and you have to be the same way in your coach business. You have to learn to be disciplined. So I really want to challenge you to, when you put out that first post, you know, some people will come to me, well, Jackie, I only got like, you know, I don't know, 20 likes, and no one actually reached out to me and asked me anything about it. And I'll be like, okay, now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to reach out to them and invite them to what we are doing. You have 2 jobs. You need to be inviting to challenge groups at all times, and you need to be inviting to your coaching team at all times. And the only way that people are going to know that you're doing these things, that you are doing a challenge group, that you are bettering your life, that you are earning an income on the side, is if you share that with them. You have to put it out there. Your business light must be on in order for people to know that you are doing this. And in your first month, we want to help you reach Success Club. And that means helping 3 people with a challenge pack, getting them started the exact same way that you did. There are so many different challenge packs out there. We don't expect you to know all of them, but you do need to understand the value of a challenge pack, how it is the total solution. And then we also want you to help reach your very first huge milestone, and that is a rank advancement to Emerald. We will talk a little bit about how to do that in just a second. Michelle, I'm going to need your help to scroll because I can't do that. Thank you so much. Okay, so how do we grow our income? So Success Club is a recognition program that we are all privy to. We are all allowed to kind of be part of this Success Club recognition program. It basically just gives you benchmarks so that you can knock out certain goals throughout the entire year. And if you do those goals, if you just help 3 people every single month for the entire year of 2020, you can get all of these prizes. I have received every single one except for the 9-month one. I'm still waiting on my sweater, but that will be, what are we in September? Yeah, so that'll be the end of this month. I'll earn my sweater, which is the 9-month award, and then it'll come in the mail. I'll be like, yay, I got a sweater. I just won these Beachbody AirPods from winning the Team Cup this year, which is super cool. Beachbody is not cheap when it comes to giving us prizes. They give us so many prizes all the time: finishing challenge groups, growing our income, being elite coach, being premier coach, team leader, team builder. There's so many things that Beachbody offers to help us grow our business and continue to inspire us to go on in our health and fitness journey. And when you become a success starter, you actually, is that in another slide, or should I do on this slide? I think that's this slide. So when you're a success starter and you actually get 3 months in a row of or not in a row, but 3 months out of the 6 months of the first 6 months that you are a coach, then you get a free ticket to Summit. And y'all are lucky, because when I joined as a coach, you had to do it the first 3 months as a coach. You had to do it. 1, 2, 3, Success Club. Now you get 3 months out of the first 6 months that you're a coach. And by doing that, you win a ticket to Summit. And not very many coaches have that title. I have that title, and it is a very prestigious one, might I say. But win that ticket to Summit. Get you there, St. Louis next year in July. It is such an amazing event. I've never been before because I joined last year, but I'm so excited to go next year to Summit because I earned that Success Starter Award. Okay, let's scroll down to the next slide, Michelle.
One other thing I wanted to add. One quick thing I wanted to add, Jackie, is now, because it's so brand new, it slips in my mind all the time, but when you earn the title of Success Starter, you also earn your way into the whatever program is launching, the next program launching, into the test group. Like, you actually get to be in the coach test group with the actual trainer. And just keep in mind, guys, yes, we have all these great prizes and everything, but something that I really want you to really understand is that the Success Club program is just a healthy benchmark of what you should be doing every single month to help start compounding your actions, right, over time, so that your business can start growing over time.
Absolutely, yeah. And I wish that was around when I became a coach, because that was not around when I became a coach. That's a new thing that just happened. So I am really excited for those of you. 9-week control freak, 30-day breakaway, all of those new test groups are super exciting. How do we earn Success Club 5? This is how we actually get to that point where we're getting Success Club SC5. You'll hear a lot of acronyms thrown around. Don't be intimidated by them. Don't worry. There's a huge learning curve when, like, someone's like, you know, how many SC do you have and what's your PV on HD? And you're like, what are you talking about? What are all these acronyms? So I'm going to break it down for you real simple. So if you look at the left side of your screen, if you can help 3 people with a challenge pack, you are good. That meets your qualifications. Now, they do have to order those products, however, on HD, which is Home Direct. Home Direct is our subscription service. So if they do not sign up with those products on HD, unfortunately, we will not receive those points. So what I always like to do is I always like to reiterate to them that by signing up on that subscription, not only are they committing to their health and fitness journey, and again, that comes back to what Michelle was saying before, making sure that they are committed to this in the long run. We want to talk to them about making sure that they know that this is a multi-step process and that they need to be committed to the full program, the full fitness and health solution. But they also get Super Saver shipping by doing it that way. And you get the points. So sometimes I'll even tell my friends and family members, hey, you know, you might not be wanting to do this for more than 1 month. Get it with the challenge pack. This is a really good deal. You'll get the Super Saver shipping. And then if you need to cancel later on, you always can. It is not a big deal. You just call a phone number and you can cancel the subscription. But I'll actually get points for my business if you wouldn't mind signing up on a subscription. And a lot of times when they get the products, they want to keep them. They want to keep ordering them. They just don't know, you know, that they like them because they haven't ever used them before. So having that conversation is really important. Don't be afraid to tell them that this is what they are kind of getting into and how it's helping you and how it can also benefit them. You can also get a Success Club point by combining products in your share cart that add up to 90 personal volume points. And every single one of these products are going to have however many points they are listed in your share cart and on the Team Beachbody office. So you don't have to like think or, you know, wonder like how much is this or how much is that. As long as they're ordered on HD, a combination of 90 PV will get you that 1 Success Club point. So technically you could do 2 challenge packs on HD and 1 cart that adds up to 90 PV on HD, and you will get Success Club 5 for that very first month. Okay, let's go on to.
Oh, one last thing that I was just thinking of.
Go ahead.
So when you do all the things that Jackie is saying, you, yes, earn points, but you do not actually earn Success Club for the month unless your personal order is on Home Direct of 90 PV. So if you're drinking Shakeology, which unless you have like an allergy or something, we all drink Shakeology, that is worth 90 personal volume points. So that is the easy way to make sure you lock in Success Club every month, is to have your personal order of Shakeology.
All right, so let's talk about Emerald and how we can rank advance our business and start getting those team volume bonuses right away. You can give yourself an income increase, basically a pay raise, immediately. I actually became Emerald in 48 hours. I made a commitment. I knew right away that this was going to be a lifelong business for me and a career. So I made the choice to become Emerald immediately. By becoming Emerald, what it basically means is you're having 2 coaches, whether they're working the business or not is irrelevant, 2 coaches underneath of you as people who are purchasing product from you. It unlocks your team cycle bonuses, and it also allows you to have leads the next month. So if I'm a Success Club and I'm Emerald in June, in July, I'm going to get free leads from Team Beachbody. And these are people who sign up through their website, who don't have a coach, and they're going to come to you, and then it's your job to reach out to them and see what they need and help them understand the value of our products. And it also gets you close to Success Club, right? If you're signing up 2 coaches underneath of you with a challenge pack, that's already SC4, right? If you do that right away, then you just need 1 more point to reach Success Club, and that is going to really help you start building that business confidence. And really, that first win is huge. I remember when I became Emerald in 2 days, I was like, oh my God, and like going on piggyback off of that, and then people started recognizing like, oh, she's like really working this business. She's doing the dang thing. It's really important for people to see that you're taking this seriously and that this is something that you're investing in for the good part of the next part of your life.
I'm trying, it's a little delayed.
It's okay.
Here we go.
There we go. So how do we do that? So like I said, we're sponsoring 2 coaches, 1 on your right leg and 1 on your left leg. Anyone who is showing a lot of potential in the challenge group, who maybe signed up originally as a customer, you can get them to change to a coach. With a challenge pack, it's free to sign up as a coach. They just get reimbursed. I signed up my husband and my mom right away, 2 coaches underneath of me. I saw the value of it. I knew that my husband would love Shakeology. I knew that my mom would love everything having to do with Beachbody, and they both still do. They still drink it and still do this till this day. And they are both my top coaches underneath of me. Basically, my husband and my mom are my controlled accounts. You know, those are people who I can add coaches under them. Lately, they were actually my first Emerald coaches to become Diamond. So it's just a business opportunity a business like seed planting that you're doing to kind of grow your income over time. I wanted my husband and my mom to be at the top of my organization because I knew that when they became Emerald, I was going to start getting their income as well. So it's really just a strategy to kind of get you off on the right foot, get your business kind of planted down and getting things really, really where you want them. You can sponsor a coach with a challenge pack and earn, earn SC points. Keep in mind, U+2. So the credit card policy, you can only have you plus 2 other people on 1 credit card. So just keep that in mind. Like if you're signing up your husband and your mom, or your sister and your mother-in-law or something like that, you don't want to put more than 3 people on 1 credit card, or Beachbody will like red flag you and you're not allowed to do that. Did I miss anything, Michelle?
I think you did a great job. The only thing that I can tell you is when you, let's say you don't have the option of a spouse or somebody close to you for this type of controlled account. I want you to put this into a perspective for you. Yes, why you want to achieve Emerald, it's so important because it unlocks earning potential outside of commission. I can tell you right now, if you are looking to grow your business long term, this goes way beyond commission. Commission is not your primary source of income as your business grows. It is building your army of support. And you don't only want to hit this first rank advancement to just unlock. Yes, money makes the world go round. Yes, it's going to unlock more earning potential. But I also want you to realize that you are still in this business because it helps you stay accountable for your own health and fitness. And when you start to bring in coaches to your team, you start to do something really special. You start to build your own army of support. Other people that really understand the total solution to our at-home programs, our nutrition programs, Shakeology. They're lifers, right? You want to surround yourself and start building your army of support selfishly, because like I said earlier, life is gonna get hard. The hardest part of my personal business was last year when I had my 4th daughter. I never checked out completely, but I was kind of like working at a 3 out of 10, right? And if it wasn't for women on my team, like Jackie, like other women that like I have amazing girls on my team, Megan and Jen Pelaez, Megan Palone. Like, I mean, I can list them all right now. Like, if it wasn't for growing that army of support, I honestly don't know two things. I don't know if I would be here right now with all of you. And I highly doubt I would have been able to retire myself from nursing. So Emerald, army of support, unlocking more income to provide for you and your family. And oh my God, my computer is so slow. I'm trying to scroll. Come on, there we go. Okay, so what's next? Don't get paralyzed. Like Jackie said, I know this is a lot of information, and I really, really hope that I did justice by just breaking it down one day at a time to give you some actionable steps. We will be sharing this recording and dive into the Diesel Nation Academy. This is like a tiny snippet. There's so much to learn. We don't want or expect you to know everything in one day. Diesel Nation Academy is the training that our upline has created for us. It is amazing. It's going to help reiterate a lot of the things you saw today, and it's going to really help you learn how to take further action in your business and engage with your team. Don't be a coach closet with your personal journey, and don't be a coach closet and be scared to engage with us, right? It is engaging with the team and showing up to team calls that keeps me like excited. Till this day, I still watch coach sneak peeks. Till this day, I show up to these new coach calls. To this day, I still show up every day and I chat with my team and I engage with them because they are my army of support so that I stay focus on my own personal journey. And like Jackie mentioned before, show up to our power hours. We have multiple power hours set up for you. There's a calendar under announcements in the Diesel Core boardroom. Power hours are led by leaders on our team to help guide you every single day, what you can be doing to take to perform business building activities. And it's just a place for you to show up to hold yourself accountable for the actions you could be taking in your business to grow your business. And treat this business like a business, right? I always like to compare this process. Don't discredit the fact that you only invested $160 to get healthy and fit and start your business. Don't discredit it that it can't be $1 million business, because this can be $1 million business if you put in the work over time. I always like to compare it to you have to let yourself be a beginner. I like to compare this process to like me and Jackie. We both went to college. We have degrees. I went to nursing school. On day one of nursing school, month 3 of nursing school, I didn't expect to be an expert nurse. When I finished my 4-year degree, I didn't expect to be a novice nurse. When I got an expert nurse. I was a novice nurse. When I got my license, I was still a novice nurse. I didn't expect to be an expert. It took me I was a nurse for 13 years that I finally could say I did things throughout my career, and I hit milestones throughout my career to say, okay, now I'm an expert in my specialty, right? So it's okay. I want you to embrace being a beginner. Remind yourself that this is not a quick get rich quick thing. This is a legitimate business that you can grow over time, and it's going to grow you so much as a human. And you're going to feel like, when you feel like things are challenging and things are hard, that is when you know you're doing it right. And you have to keep pushing forward instead of retreating, and keep going. So I hope we did this new coach training justice. And I want you all really quick, we're going to open it up for questions really quick. I'm going to stop sharing. I want you to drop in the chat your biggest fear, right now. Just what is your biggest fear, or what do you feel if something has paralyzed you in taking action? Don't be shy. And if you guys feel free to unmute yourself if you have any questions. Anything at all. Shoot.
You did such a good job, Michelle, by the way, while we're waiting for questions. And I just want to say, like, this is, for me, like, I am all in and we are all in, and Michelle, and I are already of that mentality. It's really, it's such a crazy, crazy thing, you know, and against the grain to do this, but every single day we are working to build a better life for ourselves. It is possible. You have to believe in yourself, and the learning curve, it's there, but so are the tools to get over those learning curves.
So Jackie, we have a question about something that's really held someone back is anxiety and depression that they've been dealing with. I know that you
I know a little bit about that.
Offer some insight on that, because you're not alone. Absolutely not.
Yeah. I was on depression and anxiety medication for 2.5 years after the birth of my second daughter. You know, it's something that it takes a long time to get over. You have to use your resources, but honestly, having a team under me that relies on me, that expects me to show up for them every single day, both in our virtual gym and as a coach who's leading a team, it really helped me to get perspective. I think one of the main reasons I was suffering so much was because I felt so lonely as a stay-at-home mom. I was very much my husband was traveling all the time. I felt very alone. I felt very depressed. I felt very anxious all the time, you know, but doing these workouts, working on myself first and foremost, helped tremendously. Getting my weight to where it was healthy, you know, making sure that I was always plugging into our virtual gym, but then also making sure that I'm building up that army of support underneath of me has been huge. You know, at this point now, as a qualifying 2-star diamond, having all of these leaders under me makes a huge difference in your life. You know, it's no longer just working for yourself, you know, you're working for others also, and that makes a big difference. At least it does for me. I hope that helps.
Okay, we got another one of feelings of being overwhelmed, learning how to set emotion aside. Monica, I'm gonna ask you to tackle that. You're in.
That's so funny. I think that comes from a mastermind we just did this morning, how we talked about that and how important it is to set aside emotion. I think, Sky, I'm on a call. I think a lot of times, especially newer coaches, you come into it with a lot of emotion because you don't want to fail. You've probably failed at other things before, and you're like, or maybe you even have people in your life that are telling you why this won't work, and you're trying to prove why it will work. And then there are things in any business, in anything that you do. There's highs and lows, there's ups and downs, there are moments that you fail forward. I had to learn very early on in my business how to remove the emotion, in the sense of not remove the emotion from what I'm doing, where my business emotionless is not, that's not what I mean. But when you see something that isn't going your way, or if you feel that fear, or you feel that maybe panic set in, or you feel like maybe you're internalizing like you're the problem, not anything else. All those things, all they do is that's you standing in your own way, right? If you can learn how to set the emotion aside, stand back, and just kind of analyze what you're doing, or even reinvigorate why you're doing it, that is what's going to take you always and forevermore to the next level and the next level. So I have to do that still today, right? I have to check myself still today, because every next level of the business requires a next level you, right? And then growing into that person can be scary. Growing into that next level person can be uncomfortable. And I still have to check my emotions at the door and be like, you know what, everything that's happening, like you guys are talking about, anxiety, depression, overwhelm, all those things, you got to check and be like, all right, I'm going to lean into what I'm doing. What I am doing is serving those things, right? How to get through those things and pushing through. I mean, that's just forevermore. Anything you do in life worthwhile that's going to grow you is going to take that kind of work, right? That kind of process, not just Beachbody, that's anything. And I just look at this business, and forevermore, because of the work I've done in this business, it's served me in so many ways in my entire life, that's why I say with such conviction, like, guys, use this as your vehicle for growing yourself, growing your business, right? Creating Michelle, your first line just entering in this call was so powerful. It said, never underestimate the fact that your personal journey can provide for your family, can create a whole new world and a whole new level of life for you and your family, because that's exactly what it's done for me. But it started with that inside work, and it started with removing the emotion and just seeing the big picture, or always reverting back to the big picture of what I'm doing here. So I hope that helps you guys. By the way, Jackie and Michelle, like, dude, Seriously, mic drop. You guys were amazing today. Amazing.
Thank you so much, Monica. That was awesome. And I'm so glad that you guys made it here today. Michelle, you're amazing. I am so glad to be on this team with you. And we're just going to keep going, girl. Like, we're going to keep doing this thing. And everybody, all of you, you know, just tackle, like Michelle said in the chat, take it day by day, one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time sometimes. And that's okay. It's not about perfection. It's just about, you know, continuing to improve ourselves.
And by the way, new coaches, do not be afraid. See all these faces on here? These are the ones that are showing up every single day to our team page, every day to the power hours, every day to the No Snooze Crew virtual gym. Don't be afraid to ask your questions. Like as you're going through things or you're tackling things, like these are the faces that are going to help you. These are the voices of our team and like the lights of our team, and you're one of them. So showing up is like, it's key. So if you, right now, you can get off this call and be so fired up, but you're going to run into your very first roadblock. Fight through it and lean on us. Lean on all of us on here today, because I'm telling you, that to me is the most fulfilling part of everything we're doing, is that we've created this family and you're a part of the family. You've inherited, we are a little bit dysfunctional sometimes, but you inherited a really great family. So lean in, guys. That's how we get to the next level of anything, is that we lean into each other.
All right. Any other questions? I think I haven't seen any more come in. Oh, there was one last one. Somebody's rejection and failure. Honestly, I think Monica, like your response, somebody's worried about rejection or failure. I think you really covered that. And the advice that you just gave. Just know this, that the only sure shit way to fail is to not do anything. Like, just know that. And again, rejection goes hand in hand with putting emotion of what someone else's decision with their life. Like, how can you, not how, I understand how you can, but remind yourself that people are not saying no to you. They're saying no to whatever they want to do in their life, right? So just remind yourself of that. And yes, embrace the failures and rejections. They are definitely not a reflection of you. All right, guys. I will post the recording in the team page. I hope everything was super helpful. Have a great weekend. Remember, day 1, start taking action. Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.